The wind was steady at 14 knots, and we made good time sailing to St. Christopher's, aka St. Kitts, which was one of the first Caribbean British colonies occupied in the mid-1620s and remained so until its independence in September 1983. With my sailor hair in need of trimming, we sought out a barber, but they were a little busy that day, so cut him another time. There's a lineup.
Probably not a good day.
Okay. Hard to pass up one of the many revival meetings occurring that day, as we had our own congregation booked with our friend, Kristin, who is touring us around the island today. But then again, maybe we will make church. Oh, she was just pulling over for a roaming herd of random goats. Kristin did do a tour de force past many churches through the towns of Basse-Terre, Challengers, Old Road Town, Sandy Point, and St. Paul's. One of our stops was Black Rocks, also called Blackstone, found on the northeastern shore close to the town of Sadlers, where you enter through the gift shops first, and then come upon the rock formations made from the lava flow of Mount Liamuega some 1,800 years ago. Who knew that Captain Mojo would again escape being sacrificed to the volcano gods? But the beach was pretty cool. We were also really fortunate in that the tour buses were coming in just as we were leaving, so the crowds we had to contend with were light at best. One of the most unusual moments was following a quad down the highway doing 30 to 40 miles an hour, driven by what appeared to be a 12-year-old girl with an 8-year-old girl on back. Yep, make good choices, I always tell my daughter. Just don't ask me about my childhood exploits and we'll all be fine. The penultimate moment of our tour was the Salt Plage restaurant that used to be a hotspot for those with extra earning power, but economically decimated by COVID. What a beautiful little restaurant this would have been.
Yeah, it would have been lovely. This is where you snorkel mostly. Okay. So right out at that little rock strut there. Yep. On the other side of it, there's just a sunken, like old wooden ship. Okay. That you could snorkel over. It's really cool. And then over that way is more of a bit of reef. Yeah. Not nothing too colorful or exciting, but it's a nice little view. Oh yeah. And you see all those blue roofs there? Yep. That's where I live.
Majors Bay is the complete opposite end of the island from Black Rocks Beach we were at earlier in the day, overlooking the next island of Nevis. Next we scurried off for lunch at Shipwreck Beach Bar. Come for the food. Stay for the monkeys. The human population of 48,000 people and 60,000 monkeys, we're bound to see one, right? Yeah, that's it.
Cool. So you might see more, you might not. That might be the one you get.
Okay, I'll have to settle for lunch, but what a spectacular venue and great food. Big flyby over the meal. Then we saw a wild monkey. I tell you, he was wild, like an overfed golden retriever. Off to the Frigate Bay Strip. Now, if you've been to Electric Ave, Calgary, or 5th Avenue in Playa del Carmen, you know the type of area. Bar, beach bar, lounge bar, tiki bar, rinse and repeat, all along a gorgeous palm tree-laden white sandy beach no one goes to because, you guessed it, they're in the bar. Remember that kind of sketchy part of town beyond the cruise ship terminal? Well, this isn't it. This is the area where Prime Minister Terence Drew resides. Not so shabby for being just over the hill. We say goodbye to Kristin and sail off to Ballast Bay, just outside Christophe Bay, so we can make our way back to snorkel Salt Plage. I told you we were going to go back there. This area is Christophe Marina, built to cater to the super yachts, but COVID took it down a few pegs. Now it has to crawl back to its glory. Wandering into the jungle where nobody has ever been on Cute Little Hat Day.
You know it.
I didn't even know that Mojo had a cute little hat. Just like before when we were here with Kristin, Salt Plage Restaurant had hardly anybody around. So, then let's go swim with the critters. A little schooling fish beneath the pier, learning the art of the bait ball technique of subterfuge. Ah, there goes my proclivity for florid prolixity again. Mr. Woodworth would be so proud. Then the magnum opus occurred. A very large 4-foot diameter ray, elegantly gliding across the sandy bottom, paying little attention to my own meandering. I could get closer, but thoughts of Steve Irwin still linger long in my mind. St. Kitts, we had a great time, and we'll be back. Thanks for subscribing and following our channel, as we believe Jane Goodall would too.